Hello and welcome to this video. Now, this is a Ascendancy for the Ranger leveling guide. Now, I do have a POB I created, act by act, and this bit is optional for mana sustain through leech, or if you're not having issues, then going into more damage. But I do have act by act. Gear wise, I have some of the examples and everything as well. And I also have, under the Act 10, different arrows you could be using. I use Lightning Arrow 1 because it's popular, and 2, it doesn't do the most damage on just a general setup. You can swap it out for Scourge Arrow. It does a bit more on the gear you can end up with. It is like what you will end up with type gear in the tree and everything. Or you can go Burning Arrow, and Lightning Arrow is a bit lower. Now, I'm using Lightning Arrow because, as I say, I didn't want to show like giga damage, and like if I can pass it with no Ascendancies, just show you that I don't have an Ascendancy because I can't even pull it out yet. Like, I don't have an Ascendancy. This is all Ascendancies, and also pretty much the minimum damage you're going to be able to do. So we'll run a map. This is the map we're running. And I'll show you what's happening. And that was a little loud for some reason. Was test sound. Okay. So, I didn't do any of the link mechanics, no merc, no nothing. I just ran some essences and also some breaches, because breach early on is very good for XP. If you're running short, especially in Act 2, running towards crossroads and all that. Yeah, sound should be okay. I hope. I do have a very basic filter on at the moment. I have been playing around, and I also... Whoa. The build guide does get you to... excuse me. Get off me. Okay. The build guide does get you to 100% spell suppression by level 70 and about 50% evasion. But as you can see, even with the lower damage skill that I'm running, we're doing okay. I did make 4C during the campaign. Come on. And I did buy a better bow for the 4C. So we did actually finish the campaign with slightly less damage than we have right now, which shows how easy it is to do the campaign with the right setup and everything. Should be fine as long as we don't get like some big hit, because we do leech. a lot of our survivability. And you can see everything's just falling over more or less. You can change out of return projectiles if you don't like them, but it is good clear. As you can see, I'm aiming that way and things all around me are dying. Resistances and stuff are fairly easy to sort out. You just have to make sure you're picking up the rings, any gear with resistances on it. Do keep and swap. Whoa, yeah, that got a bit much. But yeah, this is straight after the campaign. Obviously, we're still working on some of our tankability. We're running the campaign gear. Most of this stuff probably be upgrades, but we'll just get to the boss and show you the build against the boss. Okay, we're at the boss arena. And let's see how we do. It is very much a keep moving type of play style. So if you like face tanking everything, might be a little different for you. And yeah, as long as you're on the move for the most part, things don't really have much of a chance. Well, unless you get a massive degen like that. And we're turning arrow, we don't have to be accurate. Where'd you go? Oh, we killed him. And yeah, it's that easy thing. We ran into a Katava herald that was, what was it? Tormented Spirit. So that was the issue with the death. But yeah, even with the lower uh, damage build, we can still quite easily do it all. Now, show the important part of the leveling bit at some point. Whether I was talking or when I was doing map or whatever, I'll edit it in, show you some key points of where we pick up some gems and stuff. If I didn't say it before, if the time seems to change here, there, everywhere, I did take 7 hours to do the campaign, but because I'm a small content creator, anytime anything with family and stuff or anything like that came up, I did have to stop playing and go do that because obviously family first type deal. So the time will jump around and everything, you may notice, but I did do the campaign in about 7 hours. Under 7 hours, but it was close enough to 7 hours, call it 7 hours. But yeah, I'll bring up the POB of this character. Items are the same. Tree, as you can see, no Ascendancy. And we are working our way towards this spell suppression here to get us to the 100% spell suppression cap. As you can see with the skills, if we take this off, put Scourge Arrow, we could have been doing around 86. Burning Arrow, about 74. But we just did that map with only about 44.5k. So, and that's with a bow that I brought for 4C, which increased our DPS by about double. Maybe 10k or 10-15k. But yeah, so simple as, easy to follow, and with the POB that I did make, it does have Act 1 what to get, Act 2 what to get, all the way to Act 10. And if you're leveling quicker, I did do a little extra levels per act. So Act 1 I got until level 16, so you might finish it at level 12 to 14. So just add the 2 points in Act 2, obviously. But after you get to Act 4, you obviously can take a Ascendancy. And you can take them all, but Deadeye is what I would recommend you take. It's really up to you what you take, but generally fast shot and endless munitions and the focal point is generally the 3 first ones you take in the campaign. For the other 2, it all depends on you. I did add a teacher, so if you put a teacher on, obviously it does nothing. But if you play a warden, I think it's a warden. Yeah. Player Warden, you have to take a Seasoned Hunter and take the teacher thing to make the teachers actually work for you. So as you can see, we'll go back 10 just so it's more accurate what we're doing. So we go, so Scourge Arrow, well, Burning Arrow, not Scourge. It changes up depending on what you do, and obviously the Warden, tree, and yeah, the Burning Arrow is close to 100k. That's almost 100k, and the Lightning Arrow does more as well. But that's only if you take the Warden Ascendancy. Otherwise, you can't use teachers for, because it's a melee. You got to take the full range weapons. So keep that in mind. I do have it in the items, but only if you're a Warden. I just added it as a bit of a reminder and everything. You can have it in there to do more damage. What was Act 4? We accidentally, yeah. But yeah, I have different bows for different acts. What you'll be getting, the more or less ideal bow that you'll be aiming for as well. But yeah, simple as, if you follow that, you'll easily go through the campaign and end up in maps, blank slate. You can do anything you want with it and go from there. Pretty much you're set to go any build from maps. So let me know what you think, and do hope it is informative and you enjoy it. But I'll catch you next time, and goodbye.